All right, we are closely tracking a developing story happening right now in Minnesota. An autopsy confirming human remains found off of a highway are those of Madeline Kingsbury. Police arresting her ex-boyfriend, Adam Prevel, after the remains were discovered. Now, he is facing a second-degree murder charge. Kingsbury vanished on March 31st after she and Prevel dropped off their 2 kids at daycare. We want to bring back Jonna Spilbor for more on this. Jonna, thanks for staying here.
My pleasure.
Why not a first-degree murder charge here?
So in order to charge that validly, they would have to prove some sort of premeditation. And I got to tell you, Natasha, how often do we have to see these cases where partners are killing partners? And it's typically the male portion of the program killing the girlfriend or the wife. And he's not just a boyfriend, he's the father of their 2 children. So it's all too common where you have somebody who has the motive, the means, and the opportunity to kill their lover, which is what happens, right? If you share a pillow, you share children, you share a relationship, you have the means and the opportunity. What's the motive here? I think that's going to be the next step in this investigation now that they've shown that the remains are, in fact, Madeline Kingsbury.
Yeah, and let's talk about that latest development. Those remains found, Wednesday afternoon in this area of brush off of a highway there. They did work fairly quickly to identify these remains. What is the significance to this case now that they do have a positive ID?
So we need that, right? I mean, I know you don't actually need a body to prosecute, but it sure is helpful when you have them, because at least then you can prove that there was, in fact, a killing. And from the preliminary reports, it looks like there was evidence connected to the suspect, Fraven, I think his name is, Fravel. There was evidence connected to him that got them to the body, and that obviously is going to be crucial. Now, it doesn't necessarily prove that he is actually the culprit. We're in the very beginning stages, but come on, it's probably more likely than not that he is when you've got that kind of evidentiary connection to the dead body.
Do you suspect that she was likely killed somewhere else and then her body was taken to this area of that highway?
We see that more often than not, too, right? I mean, we know, what we at least know is he was in her presence the day that she went missing. He admitted to being at her house. He admitted to being in a vehicle with her. So, it's more likely than not something happened in a familiar area, and she was taken away so that he wouldn't be caught. That's their tip out of every playbook, similar playbook for husbands and boyfriends that do this to their wives and girlfriends.
What do we know about the children in all of this? There's a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old who is caught up in just this terrible situation.
Yeah, so what I wanted to know is why, right? I want to know the motive. Motive is never an element. You don't have to prove it, but why would he kill the mother of his children? There is a rumor that there was a custody issue going on, and he, in fact, has since filed a petition before they found her remains to get sole custody of the 2 children who are with her parents. So I'm thinking that's a road that investigators are going to want to go further down.
Okay, Jonna Spilbor, always appreciate your time. Thanks so much for being on with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.